Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Spending Time with Gregory. I guess you can see from the background, I'm in my peaceful spot where I get the most peace. I'm out, like way out in, I guess, the Everglades. Just putting a few poles in the water. But I came out here this morning. It's like 44 degrees out here. It's kind of cool out here. I got this hoodie on my head because my head's pretty cold, but it's real nice out. The sun's getting ready to rise. I'm feeling pretty good. I hope you guys are feeling pretty good on this New Year's Eve. I wanted to come to you guys this morning and talk about, a lot of my friends and, family and, people who, know me. They ask me about my safety when I'm out here by myself. What do I do? They always tell me to be safe, and they're always like, Greg, you're out there by yourself. What do you do for safety? I thought about that, and when I thought about that, what came to mind was preparing to come out here to fish or to just come out here and be a part of the scenery. It's a production almost. Like I pack my truck with my poles. I have to stop by the bait shop and get some minnows or whatever I'm fishing with. Then I head out here, and the safety behind it is just just being prepared mentally, physically, and physically. Really, because I'm out here by myself, so I can't say socially, but mentally and physically, just preparing yourself to come out here, realizing that you're going to be alone, and you're really coming out here because it's a peaceful place. There's nothing, there's a lot of things out here. If you can see in my last video where I almost stepped on a snake, had an aggressive alligator. But other than that, it's just fishing, enjoying the peacefulness out here. It's like beyond, anything you could think of. Now, what's even more ironic is, when I leave here, I know that I'm going into like the jungle. I'm going back into traffic. I'm going back into, neighborhoods. Not to say that any neighborhood is any badder than any other neighborhood, but you're going back into neighborhoods, and you can only control what you do and how you treat people and what you do. But there's a lot of things going on, and we see it day to day on the news. I mean, I wake up in the morning and I watch the news and I see what's going on around me. If it's going on in my neighborhood, if it's going on in the world, if it's going on, across the street. I'm always aware of my surroundings when I'm going back into what I call the jungle. Now this is not the jungle out here. This is not the jungle. I mean, look behind me. There's just a road. I can fish on one side, I can fish on the other side. I mean, it's just peacefulness now, and it's just me self-reflecting and thinking about myself and what's going on in my life, what's going on with me, and what's my next step, and it's important to continue to just stay focused on what's going on with me, and then I could in turn help others. This week has been a real good week. It's been a real good week. I work, and now it's time for me to just kind of like self-reflect and take time for myself and just, bring you guys videos, which I hope you're watching my videos. Go back and take a look at, I was thinking about a topic all week last week, and I said I wanted to talk about street knowledge versus therapeutic insight. That was a topic that I wanted to talk about, and and I was thinking about what angle to take on street knowledge versus therapeutic insight. And I was thinking, wow, that's an interesting topic. Now, I could take that topic and I could tell my viewers to go back and look at all my videos, all 110 videos that I have. And you'll see street knowledge versus therapeutic insight. Yeah. So I'm still trying to put together that discussion, but just go and look at all my videos. I have 110 videos, guys. So go back and take a look at, if you're a subscriber or if you're not a subscriber, in every video, there's an angle that you can take and feel good about yourself. You'll learn more about, what my life has been about and what I've done to change things to make things better for me. So now I have a lot of interesting discussions all week. I was having a discussion with a friend last night, and I always, when I'm having discussions, since I've been on this journey, take two approaches. I look at it from the street side, and I look at it from the therapeutic side. From the therapeutic side, they want you to do active listening. You want to listen to the person, because a lot of times the person is talking about, they're telling you really what's going on with them, and they have the answers to what's going on with them. Just doing the footwork to get it done. And I take a listening view on that. But yeah, guys, go back and take a look at my videos. All 112 of them. There's a lot. We got juicing. We even got dancing. I think I was dancing on one of my videos, but I'm not a dancer. But we got juicing. We got exercise. We got fishing. We got mental health type stuff. To me, this is like mental health type stuff. Getting with yourself and being at peace with yourself. Now, when I get off here with you guys, I'm gonna put some poles in the water. I'm gonna try to bring you some footage on some fish that I caught. I'm still waiting to do. I had a viewer tell me the other day, we're waiting on a catch and cook. We got to do another catch and cook. So guys, just stay. Continue to watch my videos. Thank you for spending time with Gregory. Have a happy new year, guys. And don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment, guys.